Oreo Del Mar here for the new NWA Official Wrestling Magazine, online exclusively at NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Read about all the stars of the National Wrestling Alliance now at NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Scroll to the top and click Magazine.
The National Wrestling Alliance is now on the CW. Download the CW app today or stream at thecw.com and catch up on past seasons of NWA Power with new content just around the corner. Experience wrestling as it's meant to be. It's the NWA on the CW. NWA Wrestling returns to Tampa, Florida, Saturday and Sunday, October 5th and 6th. Bring the entire family to witness thrilling matches, jaw-dropping moves, and unforgettable moments up close and in person at WEDU Studios in Tampa, Florida. Tickets available now at NWALiveEvents.com.
Every day I question my sanity because I have a really good day job.
Billy's selling out stadiums all across the world.
I look forward to getting married, but I look forward to stop talking about getting married.
Why are we not agreeable on a honeymoon?
NWA wrestling fans, let's start this thing off right. Smashing Pumpkins? He owns it?
He's like signing the paycheck.
No one in my life cares about professional wrestling. Not Chloe.
I don't watch TV.
Not the band.
Wrestling is not really in my life.
Yeah, it's not really my thing.
Except Jack.
It's definitely more fun when the wrestlers are around.
I never thought I'd ever perform at a rock concert.
It's either going to be a big success or it's going to be an absolute mistake.
Were you on the edge of your seat?
What is yeah? What is up, you beautiful people? This is Gary Horne. And this is the NWA, the show celebrating the past, present, future, history, legacy, and tradition of the greatest pro wrestling entity of all time. Of course, we're talking about the National Wrestling Alliance. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. I feel it.
Did you kind of Red Bull before you came on?
No, I was just excited.
Okay,
I walked. I'll tell you what I did. I walked in and I saw you guys talking. And then before it went to the show, and I was like, am I that late? What happened? The show's already going. And then
life gets in the way, Gary. That's why Joe Galli's not right here. He's on baby daddy duty right now. He should be on the show later on tonight. Of course, this is the NWA. This is the Monday Night Podcast. We talk professional wrestling. We talk weird things that just happen to organically fall into the conversation. We promote the National Wrestling Alliance. We promote ourselves. And tonight we're going to be promoting something a little bit different because we've got, in case you've heard of this, the Kill City Cup represented right here. You know, Danny Dealz and I, we always talk about horror. We like B-level things. We like all sorts of stuff. We like camp. Gary Horne's wearing a Cinema Shock hat.
I was about to say, you see, I'm wearing my Cinema Shock hat. I do a movie podcast, so this is perfect for me. I've seen the Kill City Cup twice now, so I am very familiar with tonight's guests.
NWA's own Natalia Markova is in Kill City Cup. Brian Idol, also another individual that every now and then appears in there. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have the man himself that was in charge of the Kill City Cup on the program tonight. Very soon, in fact. He's in the waiting room. But so let's do a little talk. Let's do a little housekeeping, as they say. Danny Dealz, it's nice to see you as well. You and I, this weekend, are going to be in Chicago at Riot Fest. 3 days, a shit ton of musical acts, and we're going to be there because pro wrestling's going to be happening between 3 and 5 o'clock each day on the premises. Stars in the NWA, as well as some surprises, will be there with Dealz Man and myself calling the action, and it's all part of your ticket. So if you're going to Riot Fest in Chicago, you will get the opportunity to hang out with us, which should be fun, including, I don't know, spoilers, like Tom Latimer is going to be there, the Slime Balls, Natalia Markova, Brian Idol, and the list goes on and on, including Kylie Page, an individual that you like because she sells merch. Slayer's going to be there at Rob Zombie. I'm finally going to see in concert. So this is going to be a whole experience here.
No, White Zombie in '93, and they were awful.
The parking might
Maybe they got better with age.
Yeah, who knows?
They got fine
get better with age. Joe Galli, welcome to the podcast. I'm sure you're on
now.
Baby Galli. He had to get a shirt on. He was breastfeeding.
Yeah, I was unsuccessful. My baby is super skinny.
I know.
There's just nothing coming out.
It could be worse. Her father could be me, and then she just have to deal with a lifetime of hidden obesity and have to lift weights and compensate for it. So
what is happening?
She could still be obese. I mean, there's plenty of fat people in my family, Kyle.
We'll find out. She'll be taller than I am.
Well, and exercise. Go figure. Wow.
All right. Joe and I have been deep in
Jesus.
NWA business for the last 3 days. The weekend did not exist for us, so I hope you enjoyed your weekend. I hope Monday has been good to you and kind as you were.
She just cut.
What's going on with that? You get busted
open? I got hit with a guitar again, but this time it didn't shatter. It just caved in and it stuck.
Who threw the guitar? Who smashed the guitar?
Double J. Who else?
Yeah,
I wasn't sure. There's a lot of
me getting hit with a guitar.
Where did the guitar strike happen? Was it at a show or were you just hanging out at a restaurant?
It was at an Arby's, Kyle. He just ran into
Double J. They've got the meat.
And he was like, "Deal machine."
Arby's is delicious.
Alex, we're at the Nashville Fairground. It happened, but I got a little boo-boo right here.
Plug on that one right there. Gary, anything new and exciting with you? Did you
get
hit the head with a guitar that you're hiding with your hat?
I have had no guitar shots to the head. Luckily, I am just.
I did gig myself. I was trying to get a color bonus. You're right there, Sage.
Color bonus.
Gary, throw some merch up on screen real quick.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some merch for Danny Dealz.
Hell yeah.
And how about this one? I'm excited about this.
Yeah,
Tiffany
that is in now. I had a problem with the printer. It wasn't their fault. It was just a thing, but I have them now. I shipped a couple out today, actually.
Are there any more of the NWA 76 bundles?
2. There's 2 of those left. Okay. And you have to put in customer notes your shirt size because there's only 2 left and I can't add shirt sizes. Otherwise it'll say there's more than 2. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't want to oversell them because then, somebody would be mad. So I've got 2 of those left. And
speaking of NWA 76, for Power fans, it's going to start airing at the beginning of October, I found out. So that way, if you weren't there live and in person, you'll get to enjoy it.
I think I have
all of the stuff. I'm nobody's told me what to say and not to say. I'm just going to say the match you're talking about that happened. You're going to see it up top, hopefully. So
all right. So small. I have medium, large, and then I think like 3X. So, but I have 2 of those left. 2 of those bundles left. So get it now. Get it out of here. Got 2 left. Tired of looking at it.
Look at that. We got all sorts of merch, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting a little bit cooler outside. We've got all sorts of things, but if you're in the hot season like I am, you might get to enjoy shorts like I have on right now with a hoodie, or better yet, you can pop those guns. Look at that, Joe Galli right there, hydrating.
That's before the baby was born, and
I've
never seen this
facial hair.
I also have that. I also have this that he's holding.
Yeah,
he does. Look at that right on the corner of the screen.
That's one of my favorite.
All right, we can't see it, Dealz.
We've got
jerseys. Kyle got the power. There was no turning back.
I'm so sorry. We've got jerseys. We've got other women like the 5-star athlete Ruthie J. She's got a t-shirt available right now. If you like things like that, Ella the It Girl Envy, whatever. Hello. Who knows what it says on the back? Maybe Danny Dealz does. Maybe you're short like me. Hell, mess with smalls, get hit in the balls. You might like that shirt. Enjoy that right there.
Did you show the slime balls? Because when I watched the Kill City Cup this last time, I was like, man, the only people missing from this are the slime balls.
You know what?
Balls need to be a part of the Kill City Cup.
We were talking about this earlier today, actually, on a conference call, that Slime City and Kill City, I just feel like there's some sort of mutuality there. You know, like there's sister cities in other countries. Maybe Slime City is a sister city of Kill City, but I don't know. We've got merch. Danny Dealz, was there a code about all that stuff going on right now?
There's not currently, no.
Okay.
But, oh yeah, Carson's got a T-shirt. No,
Carson does have a T-shirt. He's in the chat, but then I stopped and went right to the slime balls. That's right, Carson. You got skipped over by the slime balls. I'm so sorry. The
those
most
are his buddies,
successful man and the National Wrestling Alliance. And speaking of success, I don't want to keep this man waiting any longer. We're talking about.
Hold on, Kyle. Before you jump the gun anymore,
you want to show a little video there? You do this damn thing, then, baby.
Yeah.
It's your
okay,
show.
I was gonna say
it's his show.
I spent a lot of time earlier prepping
Joe, he
this
was
show.
late before, and I just started the show without
I have videos, I have pictures, I have all kinds of stuff. But
right,
let's just give you a little introduction to Mr. Kill here.
I got the world by the balls, and everything belongs to Killcore. Welcome to the Kill City Cup.
In the cesspool of pro wrestling, there comes an event so awful, it's been called the worst wrestling movie ever. Get ready for a roller coaster ride through the bowels of bad cinema and pro wrestling. Watch it now for free by going to killcitycup.com.
I just really needed I needed to get that out of the way, and
you know why I'm laughing. I know that voice.
That's 100% Brian Idol.
That is Brian Idol's voice doing the voiceover for that.
It is. You know what? I was gonna save this, but before we bring him on, I do have to show you this other thing that I found about him. Brian Kahrs, and if I'm mispronouncing
that is Kahrs. I asked him
Kahrs,
before.
yes.
He is the CEO
if you were on time, you would have known that.
And also,
I'm sorry that I was a
not
little
really
late.
Mr. Kill.
But we're going to bring him up right after this video. He's been on Ridiculousness. He's been on Kelly Clarkson. He's been on so many different things. And one of the coolest things about him is his ride is better than your ride. And here he is. Here's Mr. Brian Kahrs. He is on the show. That was him on the way to the show right now.
I gotta ask, where in Florida was that?
Oops. So you had to show Mr. Kill in a mop bucket, huh?
How could you not?
Yeah.
That's
I want
a very
to stay
Florida
in
thing to
character,
do.
but I won't be able to with all you characters. You're going to have me laughing all night. I filmed that a little bit in Clearwater, a little bit in Newport Richie.
Gotcha.
And
yeah,
that's about it. I had my little nephew film it.
Very nice here. And you seem like a guy who can really put things together, be it a tournament designed to kill people while it distracts them from the world around them, be it coming up with a mop bucket and a way of getting transportation. Somebody told me, and this is a rumor that I heard, are you also responsible for some of the set design of Kill City Cup?
Yeah, I actually built that thing a long time ago for another guy that he worked out a lot of pieces. I built for another guy. We had a big arena, but his project ended up collapsing. So him and Luke got together, and Luke bought some pieces of it, and Luke made some of his own pieces, and we spent a lot of time together. And yeah, I built it.
It was just for like a video game company or something, right? Like it was.
Yeah. If I was for a long time, that's how I know Queen Gia on the show. We met at a video game company. I sold a house a long time ago. I built a house and I sold it to a guy who owned a video game that he built in his garage. His name is Adam Bond. He built a video game with no intention of making any money. It was just a couple of friends of his all got together and built a video game. And before you know it, there's millions of kids playing it. And he was using up so much bandwidth that the cable company called him and said, "You got to start paying us more money. We need $160 a month out of you." And he couldn't afford it. So he was going to kill the whole video game that millions of kids loved. But then he was doing it for free. You could play the game for free. But then his dad come up with the idea, ask the kid for donations. So they started making micro donations. And then he started selling like a sword for $5. Your character can get a helmet, a sword, for $5. Before you know it, this kid is rolling in money. I mean, rolling in cash.
Is this kid the reason why microtransactions exist in video games? Because if so, don't give his name. People are going to be hunting him down.
Okay. I want to tell you the amount that Sony offered him for this game, but I probably shouldn't. But it is, oh my God.
So you got involved with the video game thing. And I have to ask, pro wrestling, is it even a thing that you follow? Is there a fandom at all?
I've been watching wrestling since I was in diapers. That's how all this started. See, he ended up I sold him a house, and he kept me working on the house, but he needed a villain in the video game. He needed an evil villain to be the CEO of the evil company. So he told me, go buy a black suit. So I went to the thrift store, and they had a black suit made out of polyester for $8, but I didn't buy it. I came back the next Wednesday because I knew it was half price Wednesday, and I got that thing for $4. And I became the evil villain, and it's called Adventure Quest. So millions of kids are playing the game, and I'm getting death threats in my emails all day long for years. I did that for about 5 years with them. And that turned into, we ended up meeting Johnny Green, bless his soul, had a midget wrestling company called Micro Championship Wrestling.
Very popular to this day.
Right. And then Hulk Hogan got attached to it, and they got a reality show on True TV, Hulk Hogan's Micro Championship Wrestling. So I started being the evil villain for the evil micro athlete, Blix. And I traveled around with them, did a couple of shows and stuff. And I would build the set. I would help build the ring and, drive the van, do all the labor.
Have you always been typecast as the villain in things?
Yeah. In wrestling, I absolutely love being the villain. I love it. I've had things thrown at me. People spit on me, all kinds of stuff. But I actually go a step further. I make props. So I would, before a wrestling show, I would make 100 signs with my face on there that says fool, idiot, loser. And I'd have somebody go and hand them out to the crowd. So these people would know before I even came out, they would know they hated my guts just from that. And I would make bags of, I would roll up paper and tape them up into balls. I'd stay up for nights doing that. I'd have 1,000 of them, and I'd have people hand them out in Winn-Dixie bags to the crowd. And so as soon as I came out, I get bombarded with stuff and people screaming at me. I love it. I love being the villain. I don't think
I respect that
I don't know, maybe I
self-promotion
could
right
be
there.
a baby face.
It's no fun being the good guy. So Kill City obviously is something that's kind of taken on life its own. You got to be one of the focal points of this, the man behind the kill, if you would, in more ways than one. What's it like to be involved in something so absurd, so ridiculous, that to the point where people go, is it great? Is it bad? Is it somewhere in between? I'm entertained by it. Do you get recognized on the street ever? Has anybody been like, Mr. Kill?
Yeah, well, no, I don't think I've ever got recognized as Mr. Kill. I got recognized by a couple other things. I'll fill you in on, there's a show on Netflix. It's called Outlast. It's a survival reality show. They just came out with season 2. I was on season 1, but I do get recognized for that show. It hit number 2 worldwide on Netflix. So it's pretty popular.
Yeah, you're people don't appreciate, and how, I'll say it respectfully, how great shape you are, because you do 100-mile bike races, triathlons, long distance runs. You're an athlete, so you're playing Mr. Kill like you're sitting in the chair the whole time, but it seems like you can go too.
Yeah, that's because I don't have a life. I just work out and eat right. So, but yeah,
well, I saw you used to train with Rocky Johnson. Is that true?
No, but I do train with Rocky Johnson's best friend. His name's Al Rosen. He was Rocky Johnson made him the godfather of The Rock.
Okay.
So,
all right, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So I train with him on Saturdays. I'm sorry about my voice. I've been exercising all day. But yeah, that's when The Rock was born, Rocky Johnson made my buddy Al Rosen his godfather. So when times got hard with Rocky and his family, they all moved in together. So for a long time, it was Al, The Rock, Rocky Johnson, The Rock's mom, and I think there was a whole bunch of other Samoan people. They all crowd in one apartment,
Yeah, well, I was talking to Luke Robert, who produced the movie and directed, and he was telling me a little bit about you too, and we were talking about that, and he was like, he was like, he's got a connection to Rocky Johnson. He was like, wrestling's all in there. He was like, ask him about Pat Tanaka too. He was like, he knows a lot about Pat Tanaka.
Yeah,
were you guys friends?
Yeah, Pat Tanaka, from the Orient Express, back in my day of wrestling. He was the one. He came down to the video game company, and he taught us how to wrestle. Not that I know anything about wrestling, working. But he sat there. We probably spent about 4 months with him training, and we learned enough to be, to hop in the ring and take some bumps when we went with Micro Championship Wrestling. So, but yeah, he's a great guy. I love him to death. All them guys. We had at the same time we had this all started from Adam, the owner of the video game company, had a bachelor party, and he said go find some old wrestlers to invite, because his buddy was a real big wrestling fan that was having a bachelor party. So that's how I ran into all these guys. So we ended up having a bachelor party with Jimmy Hart, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Pat Tanaka, Brian Knobs, and there was a couple others there. I can't remember. I'm like,
every story I could ask you for about that party sounds like you probably don't want to talk about it.
That also sounds exactly like if you just named, if we were playing that game where you had to say a bunch of things and I had to come up with it, my answer would be South Florida is the answer to all those names being named. Additionally, you're lucky it was a bachelor party, because those guys you do not want around somebody who's about to get married, and the bachelor party means she wasn't there. And you bring up video games on this, and we've talked about this, and now I'm looking at the pictures here. Kill City Cup very much reminds me of an old like Sega CD or a 3DO game. I mean, just look at this.
Yeah.
From everything on that.
Yeah.
Brian Cage right there, getting the whole makeup done. Then we've got the cast right here. And of course,
people who don't know, like
man.
April Hunter, Matt Seidel / Evan Bourne, Brian Cage, Jimmy Jacobs, our own Natalia Markova, Fabu from the Heavenly Butterflies, who you've seen on NWA, Chris Silvio. He was an agent / producer for the thing. So big NWA connections there.
Man, when we shot that, conditions couldn't have been worse. They were all packed in a room, like a 13 by 13 foot room, doing the makeup. But the thing I love about these wrestlers, they never complain. None of them, you know. Especially like Natalia, like she's, oh my God, she got bounced off a table. Yes. Like she was supposed to go through the table, and she didn't.
I saw that clip, but I wasn't sure if I was supposed to use it or not. It was, yeah, that was pretty nuts.
And she just walked it off, you know. And it got, that thing got like, it got 1 million or 2 views, you know, just that little clip. But yeah, that's where, when I worked for the video game company, Adam, the owner of the video game company, he made me a character called Chairman Platinum. And then he put a cartoon figure of me in 6 different video games that he owned. But like, if you Google Chairman Platinum, you'll see pretty much the birth of Mr. Kill, you know, where it all came from.
Speaking of Mr. Kill, killcitycup.com is where you can go to find out more information about this. There's a link on there. You can watch Kill City Cup for free on YouTube right after you're done watching this. So don't go right now, but when you're done with us, go there right afterwards and hang out. Enjoy some of the absurdity that is the Kill City Cup, because we got Mr. Kill, the man behind the tournament, right here with us, Brian Kahrs. Brian, again, I want to thank you for being a part of this. I know it's a Monday night. You probably got other things you want to be doing, but we want to talk the ridiculousness that is the Kill City Cup. When you were making this, did you think this is something that people are going to see, or was it just going, this is entertaining, we'll see what happens?
No, you know, I knew people would watch it. There's definitely a market for it. I mean, I love that kind of stuff. The crazier, the more over the top, the better, you know. But while we were filming this, it's one of them things, it almost, I felt like I was in a dream. Like, you know, back in high school, taking a hit of acid or something. It was just unbelievable that I was sitting up there, because I had the bird's eye view. I was up in Mr. Kill's perch. I didn't have to do anything but watch. And it was just, I felt like I was watching history being made, you know, characters coming out one by one. The makeup was off the charts. And Luke Robert is an absolute genius. He's got to do more of this stuff, you know. And he went to a lot to get this accomplished. We shot probably 3 or 4 nights, but I mean all nighters, so you know, till the sun came out.
You said he should make more of this, and I know that the end of Kill City, there is a winner that I won't spoil right here. However, right when you think it's over, you pop up at the end and talk about how basically that's all a sham, and that the tournament there's no money. There's more possibly going to happen. Is there more on the horizon that you guys have talked about making?
I screwed them good.
I can't believe a wrestling promoter.
I love that laugh. I'm glad you brought out the laugh. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to keep calling Luke and bugging him to do more, but Luke, let's do more. I know he's watching. I know you're in there, buddy.
You've heard it right there.
Spoiled it for Carson Drake. He's very upset with you.
Carson, he doesn't actually watch YouTube.
He also said that this man is a very bad tipper. That's what he said.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
All right, let's you know, you're not the only big star sitting up on a throne up there and just looking over everything. We also do need to welcome our other guest tonight. We're gonna bring on Queen Gia Love right there. Gia, I thought you were Gia. I'm sorry. I guess
Gia, you've got the gear, you've got the throne. There's a part of me that's worried. Is this you 24/7?
Call her Gia.
I do have a tendency to live as a queen.
What is the photo? You're not full screen here. What is this photo next to you that I?
This right here.
Very particular. It seems intentional. Oh, look at that.
DVD, baby.
The Kill City Cup.
The VHS.
Yes.
This is a crew exclusive VHS.
Oh, baby.
Look at that.
What was your experience like?
There.
What was your experience like with Kill City? Was this something that you've done before? What is your background when you're not being a queen?
Well, queen is the lifestyle. That's how I live 24/7. As far as Kill City Cup, the creator really liked the costume, and I was already involved in underground wrestling. I'm not so much a pro wrestler. I'm training right now. I've done a few shows, but you know, the great person that Luke is made a spot for me in his passion project, and why I'm here today.
I don't think people appreciate this, so I want to point it out. That costume you've got on, the costume that you use in the movie, I heard you made that yourself. Is that correct?
Half correct. It is a custom made piece. I had input in designing it, but I did not make a single part of it. I bought the crown, the hair, everything else was created by Spellbound Stitches, who's currently working on my second piece. So we've got a Queen Gia look number 2 coming up soon. And speaking of the costume, we recently did win Best Costuming Design. And I forgot the film award that gave that to us.
There is a lot of awards that this has gotten here on the killcity.com website.
It's the Oscars. Don't Google it. It's the Oscars. It's the Oscars.
It's the Oscars. And the Emmys last night, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, them too. Why not?
Can I ask you guys one question?
Sure.
Did Billy Corrigan watch Kill City Cup?
I believe we've talked about it, and I know he's seen the clip of Natalia getting destroyed.
It's definitely his vibe. He's definitely into that type of stuff, so it would not surprise me.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I did have to show him
aware
some
of
footage
it.
when
We know that.
Nobody
here can make him watch anything, so we don't know what he's watched.
I don't know if he watches a lot of movies. I make a lot of movie references, and he never gets them.
He's like me, but he's too busy. But I mean, he's a god. To me, he's a god. Just him knowing about Kill City Cup is all I need to know.
And it was the Austin Action Fest and Market got Best Costume Design 2024. I'm looking at the awards that are all on the page here. There's
Kyle with the Google.
There it is.
30. It goes even deeper.
Kyle,
There's
I did
too
not
many
bring
awards.
my phone
Their
up.
Emmy. They won this. I stole it. This is theirs.
No, I saw it. It's been selected for like a dozen film festivals, a handful of awards, like for costumes, stunts, and best experimental film. I saw as well.
By the way, this popped me. Best action comedy
reviewed
feature film from Poor Life Choices Comedy Film Festival. That one, I was like, come on. If you want to know ridiculousness, when something in entertainment puts that as one of their things on there, they are leaning into it, ladies and gentlemen. KillCityCup.com, and then you can click on that, go to YouTube, and watch the entire damn thing. Enjoy yourself, just like we're enjoying having the Mr. Kill and the Queen with us as well, folks. Any questions in the chat right now for these individuals while we're talking? Because otherwise, Kill City, again, is something unlike anything you've seen before. So make sure you swing by there. Rumor has that Billy Corgan loves Kill City Cup. He can't stop talking about it. Champ Matthews. Champ Matthews, obviously somebody that you two know very well.
How do you two know each other? By the way, like I know that you guys, you both have been in film and stuff before this, so it wasn't just this. Are you guys friends before the movie, or was that connected to you being the king or Mr. Kill and Queen Gia?
Where did we meet, Aurora? I think it was at the video game company, right?
Yes, I know Brian from Artix Entertainment when he was working with Adam, and they were doing a lot of zany projects, and Brian was Adam's go-to when it came to evil mastermind and over-the-top charismatic personality. That was Brian for him. And I believe that's how you ended up getting in touch with Luke, because I told Luke about the set that he was selling. He was selling because he was trying to get into, I think, pro wrestling or like midget wrestling. Oh my God.
Hello, kitty cat.
He loves getting on the laptop.
That just startled me. I was like, what's happening
on the podcast? This is for kids.
Wait,
Come on.
Dealz has a dog in his screen.
And I told Luke about it because he's been mulling over the Kill City Cup idea for years, 10 plus years. And I'm like, oh, well, here, check this out. Maybe you'd be interested in this set. He ended up buying the set from Adam, And Brian was the one that made a majority of this set. So he helped Luke set it up. And I believe that's how you two ended up meeting.
Yeah. Luke called me. In fact, come to think of it, when I built that thing, I built it so it would be able to be disassembled and set up again outside if we needed to. But I color coded all the parts. But I remember when I was building it, I said, nobody will ever be able to put this together but me. And sure enough, when I left the video game company, Adam had it in storage and I heard he sold it to Luke. And I said to myself, he'll be calling me because nobody can put it together but me. And that's what happened. He tried to put it together, but he couldn't.
Now, that is the smart way of doing that. When you make something, make sure you're the only one. You will always be needed to assemble and disassemble going forward.
Exactly. Because I had a funny feeling that project was going to get squashed. It was a big project, but I don't want to talk about it. That's old news, old business. But that's kind of why I did that. I said,
we get other questions in the chat besides if Queen Gia is single, please.
Yeah, you're not a king. Is above you.
Yeah, this is no. Were you guys all? Because I saw it was like filmed over 3 days. It was but one long shoot day that was where most of the wrestling and stuff happened. Did you guys have to be there for that whole period?
Oh yes, I was there the entire time.
I
kind of believe that Brian was there too, because I was next to Brian the entire time.
Yeah, and I feel bad because I had the chair the whole entire time.
He did.
You got to sit on one.
But he had the chair.
But
it's because he had the lines.
I'll tell you what, that would be a good. That's a good storyline. You somehow get the chair next show, and I'll stand up. You'll steal the limelight next time, okay? Not that you didn't anyway.
Oh, there's some heat. All right, I like that. No, I saw that there was some success at conventions too, like Sons of Anarchy actor, and it was on Luke Cage. Thea Rossi was a fan at the Banger Comic and Toy Con.
Wow.
Emilio Riviera was there. You were at that convention, right, Queen Gia?
I was at the MegaCon and at the Bangor Comic and Toy Convention, and then most recently the one in Watertown. Oh, No-Go Con. So we've hit at least I've been to 3 of the Kill City Cup promotional events at the conventions, and since it was a space that I was already enjoying before I even met the creator, it was just fun for me. I like going to the conventions and telling people about Kill City Cup and shouting at the top of my lungs, "Worst wrestling movie ever! Come check it out!"
I was about to ask about that actually. That I see it's called the worst, wackiest, and weirdest wrestling movie ever.
And it's not a lie. Those are completely true words.
Are you
okay? I was going to ask if that offends you or if you're a fan of that.
Hold on.
The creator himself shouts at the top of his lungs. That's my cue that it's all right.
Are you worried that you're going to get eclipsed by the Vince McMahon documentary that's coming out on Netflix? I'm just saying.
Don't worried. I would be excited.
It could be really weird. He was into weird stuff apparently. I'm just saying.
Oh, like the controversy stuff.
I don't know.
Oh,
stuff.
No,
I don't know.
I don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah.
Your stuff's all in good fun.
I was, I just got all that out of my mind, and you guys, and now I won't be able to sleep again.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was a thing that happened.
I think it is worse than Ready to Rumble. Ready to Rumble has some interesting moments in it. David Arquette's great,
and David Arquette has a history with the National Wrestling Alliance as well.
Yeah.
But still,
so you gotta. He's friends with Billy, so you have to give that the upper hand. So I see that. I also and I think that people that are fans of Brian has been talking about the video game thing, and that puts it really well. If you watch Kill City Cup, if you were a fan of video games in the 90s, that's 100% what this is. It is like Mortal Kombat and wrestling. That's what's happening.
Exactly.
And so
live action, of course.
Yeah.
So, Brian, Queen, what's on the horizon for the both of you coming up? Where can people find you? What's the next project you're both working on?
Well, we're both eagerly waiting for Luke to get going on Kill City Cup 2. But I've been under contract.
Production, and it's in the works. So episode 2 is coming, and it's featuring a Too Cold Scorpio, Matt Seidel, Natalia Markova, and Teddy Hart.
Nice. Okay.
Look at that.
All right.
Well, Too Cold. Haven't seen them, man, in quite a bit. Do you guys have social media that people could follow you at right now?
Yes, I do. I am Brian Edward Kahrs, Kahrs. That's Instagram and Facebook. Brian Edward Kahrs.
And for me, I made it real simple. I put all my links, all my social media at gialove.com. So if you like Instagram, Snapchat, Reddit, Twitter, whatever you like, I'm basically on every social media platform. Find me on there and at me. Follow me.
Brian, your little bio on your Instagram just popped the hell out of me. It just says dumb in a good way.
I really think I am.
You, sir, I respect the hell out of your modesty. Queen, I respect the hell out of your ability to get a chat to just start salivating over you. I want to thank you both for being a part of this. Thank you for being part of Kill City Cup. Again, go to killcitycup.com. There's links on there to then go to the YouTube page. Watch it on your timer anytime. Experience what we've been talking about. Some people call it the worst thing ever. Some people call it the best thing ever. And I know 2 people on here are just calling it the start of something they hope keeps on going farther. Brian, Queen, thank you very much for your time on here. We're going to go promote stuff from Power tomorrow night. Hope you tune in, and I hope you guys tune in to Kill City Cup.
Thank you, guys. It's an honor to be on the show.
Thank you very much for being a part of this. KillCityCup.com, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk NWA Power tomorrow night. Nobody's going to get killed on it. I can tell you that much. That's all I know, because a lot of championships are going to be on the line. And that's saying something, because every match is coming to you from Back to the Territories. It's part 3 of Back
Louisiana,
to
Tennessee.
Yeah, Louisiana, Tennessee.
We always had one of them moments.
I'll tell you this. We were like, just Back to the Territories, Return to the Territories. And to this day, I still want to just juxtapose them and swap those 2 things together. Because tomorrow night on the CW, go to CWTV.com or download the CW app and stream it anytime with no subscription required. We have, that's right, who's that man in the mask? That's Juventud Guerrera, the NWA Crossfire champion. He is going to be defending against the masked Zion. Is it mask versus mask? It is not. But where's Austin Idol's mask? He can't breathe in a mask. We tried to get him in one, and we just couldn't get him to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Juventud Guerrera, of course, is going to be defending the territory that is Crossfire, their championship, against the masked Zion. Who you guys got?
I don't know. Maybe Austin.
Oh, it's Juventud. Juventud's got the legacy, the skill. Like he's been around a long time. I mean, Zion's dangerous, but I don't know. He's the Crossfire champion for a reason.
The more you're around, the more people can see what you can do, and the less surprises there are. My money's on Zion. I'm just going to.
I like that you went 84 WWF there, Con. You went Juventud Guerrera. I'm going with I might have to go with Idol's baby boy here. You know what I mean? I mean, he's a skilled technician.
You know? Can I just say, by the way, just on a side note, that for whatever reason, I don't know if it's because you guys joked about it or whatever it is, my wife gets very angry with me because anytime a question comes up that this could remotely relate to, I say, who can you trust?
Who can you trust?
Joey G, who you got?
Why are you doing that?
Gary, whoever Gary has, because I'm definitely not texting the boss right now with a completely different project that we're not talking about.
Okay,
yeah, that's why I said I know who Joe's got. He's got the boss on the phone.
He's got the juice man. All right.
See what happens.
I hope Patrick Moore. I hope that it will be a regular thing. But let's jump in here as these guys roll through the thing. Kyle wants to take over, but he is too busy So let's move on. We're also going to see the NWA JCP Southeastern Tag Team Championship on the line as the Stu Crew defend against the Fixers.
Boy, wouldn't Papa Joe love it if the Fixers were there every show? Or maybe he would. I don't know.
I don't know. It's kind of up in the air because I feel like Papa Joe also wants to say, look, my tag team champions are the best tag team around. So if the Stu Crew can take out the United States tag team champions, then that says something for NWA JCP.
The Stu Crew recently regained those tag team championships.
We were there.
I'm trying to tell you, we were doing commentary, just like we'll be doing commentary this weekend at Riot Fest Chicago. Be a part of the action. There's probably a graphic, but I'm not half focused on this because we're busy dealing with other work stuff. I got to tell you this right now. I think, and I could be wrong, the Stu Crew, they just regained the championship, so that means they just lost the championships before that. So who's to say it can't happen again? History repeats itself. Fixers, do they rule? They're more aggressive. They're angrier. They're looking to prove themselves. And also, I really think they hate the Stu Crew. I just saw them like saying weird things backstage, and I think they're out to get them. Let's put that out there. Maybe somebody put
There's a lot of heat with JCP and the Fixers too. Like I always see them talking trash with the Kazanas, just like the Kazanas and the Slime Balls. If you ever look in the comments on some NWA social media, Kazanas and Slime Balls just not fans of each other.
Well, you know what they say, Gary?
Who can you trust?
There you go. I like that. Also, this one's huge. How about this? The Exodus Pro Midwest Heavyweight Championship on the line as Pretty Boy Smooth. I personally am very excited about seeing Pretty Boy Smooth debuting on NWA Power. He's going to be defending it against Mims. Now, PBS has been a dominant champion, but he's not been up against somebody like Big Strong Mims that has Black G's in his corner. That is going to be
G's a mastermind, Daddy. G's a mastermind.
I'm torn on this match because on one hand, Pretty Boy Smooth has the size advantage, but on the other hand, I like my PB chunky. I don't like it smooth. So there's a point of me. I don't know.
It's weird how you can take every match and make it gross.
It's an art form, baby. Speaking of gross, if you'd like to know about our text threads right now, please.
Anyway, let's talk about championships some more instead. How about this? The King Bees are going to be defending the World Women's Tag Team Championship against La Rosa Negra, Ruthie J. Caribbean Flow is what I call them. Yeah, there you go. So this is going to be a big one. Man, I can see La Rosa Negra and Ruthie J with those titles. I don't know. King Bees just taken out Pretty Empowered.
Don't sell Rosa short. She's crazy.
No, I'm saying like La Rosa Negra's got one of the best frog splashes I've ever seen in my life. Like if she hits that thing, it's over.
Oh, by the way, Papa Joe just said that he doesn't hate the Fixers. They just won't tell them. They won't tell him what they rule.
Everything.
I mean, that's what
I feel like that's pretty clear in like how they talk.
I'm just reading what it says.
Pages.
Fixers rule.
Pages.
I'm just telling you.
Guys, I'm so sorry. Joe and I are so distracted now. Yeah, I was ignoring it because I knew he was handling it.
I have bags under my eye that have nothing to do with me being a new father.
But Joe, you are a new father. You're helping give birth.
But I have some bags over here that are going to be packed because me and Kyle are going to the Riot Fest. I was trying to do one of your things, Kyle, where you like
where I make weird segues.
Yours was much better than anything Kyle's ever done.
And if you don't agree with Joe, then you're obviously wrong. Because if you could see what we've been working on and the disappointment that we've been giving people, you are going to. I can't do this right now.
I tell you what, at Riot Fest this weekend, Kyle, I better at least get one. Who can you trust?
Oh man, we're also going to be hanging out with a goblin at some point in time. I already talked to the goblin from Necrogoblicon, and I was like, if I don't get some sort of thing, they're like, oh no, you'll be hanging out. Oh, you don't know about oh yeah, there's literally a band that's frontman is a goblin.
No, all right.
I mean, we're talking legit, like short, grotesque goblin. Green.
I always thought you were talking the Gimp when you were saying that.
No, this is
no.
I was talking to a mirror.
Are we talking to Necrogoblicon?
Yeah,
For
we're going
real?
to talk to. Yeah, we're going to be hanging with them at some point in time. Apparently,
That is amazing because
They've-
they have a
especially
goblet
after-
for
yeah.
a lead singer. 3, I believe it's Japanese. It's a death metal band.
Yes, it is
So-
a death metal band.
I
But
don't
they have
like.
really nice like choruses and stuff as well. And Tom Latimer is a huge fan, so I'm going to be hanging out with Tom Latimer and Necrogoblicon at some point during this Riot Fest excursion, which is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I don't want to do
And
that.
you know what I'm going to do when I'm hanging out with them?
I only
Yeah,
know
baby.
about them from Tom Latimer. Tom Latimer introduced me to them, so that's amazing. So that's yeah, gonna be great.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've talked about Power. You know it's coming up tomorrow on the CW. There is a metric shit ton of shows. Danny Dealz and me this weekend, Riot Fest. 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Douglas Park, Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, look at that graphic.
Come chill out.
Why
Come
isn't
watch
Kyle or
wrestling.
Danny Dealz on the graphic?
Because we
that's
don't
around-
sell tickets, and we know that.
the stars of Carneyland. Come on,
I'm not
Oh,
on
boy.
Carneyland. Kyle's the star of Carneyland.
you're on the director's cut, which you can get on DVD. Not available at the shop, but I have
We
it.
talked about the title defense.
Season
Exodus
2 deals. You can replace me as the idiot on the show. Don't worry
I'm
about
okay.
it. I'll
They
tag
wasted
you
my,
in.
they wasted my whole break I had between tapings talking to them, and they cut it. I don't want to talk to them.
Did you get any pictures?
It's okay.
Patrick, brother, you
I
asked
had
about new
really
tag
profound
teams
things.
every single show. We have like tag teams coming in, man.
We do have tag.
We
Yeah,
have
there are
two
tag.
tag team titles. We have 2.
NWA will be on tour. Oh, this
We have
isn't the
3
updated
tag team
graphic.
titles. We have
Thank
the
you,
World Men's,
Gary.
World
3.
Women's. Yeah,
This is not the
and
updated graphic. NWA will be on tour in New York, September 27th.
Yeah, we're
Sacred
gonna
Heart Catholic Academy
update
in
that.
Queens, New York. The night after, we
Oh,
actually
yeah, sorry.
just had to change the venue on
Skip it,
this.
Gary.
Skip it. 28th, though, will be in New York. Go to tickets.
I didn't pull it up. It's Kyle. He takes over everything. He's clicking.
The day after, if you happen to be in New York and then want to travel all the way down to Decatur, Tennessee, you have the opportunity to
Not
witness
that far.
Decatur.
3 days.
You say
Decatur.
Tater?
We did. We totally did.
I love potatoes.
I
And
think
also,
the
we
Like
like my
Tater, Tennessee.
Listen, the fact that we have a guy on the roster who comes from Tater Peel, I'm just putting that out there.
Tater Peeler.
Oh, Tater Peeler. Oh, I'm so
Come on,
sorry.
Kyle.
Jesus.
The following match is one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from New Louisiana, Tennessee.
That is the thing I've clicked tonight.
I don't understand. Send me what it was before. We've deleted everything that was before. I don't think it exists anymore. Matinee at the match is Sunday, September 29th. That is NWA JCP. Tickets available at the door, I'm being told. Hence no ticket link on there. Black Harvest, October 4th. Louis, did you not like that? My dog started barking as soon as I brought this
I
graphic
like
on the
it.
screen.
Probably scared of Jay Lethal.
Lethal injection. Who knows? You can be a part of this event. Go to NWALiveEvents.com. And then what's next? We've got TV tapings October 5th and 6th in Tampa. Literally Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Every weekend there's something going on now. It's a bit much. I'm just putting it out there. But not for you, because you could be part of everything. I don't even know where my camera is, and I pointed to it wrong. Be a part of that. Tampa tapings. Of course, we're going to be taping the next season of NWA Power, and that is going to lead to Samhain 2. If you hear the ad for this, is it Sinister Minister? Is it me? You'll never know which one of it is at any given time. We are just
Oddly,
like this
you
thing.
kind of look similar, and I never put that together until right now.
No.
Kyle doesn't know his legitimate father.
I don't know.
Minnie looks like Ming the Merciless. And
He
and
could be my
Kyle's-
dad. Speaking of who's your daddy, Brian Idol is going to be here. I just popped Joe with that, I think. Super Smashing Halloween, October 18th. Lua, what is going on with you? My dog is not a fan of what we're doing right now, ladies and gentlemen.
I think your dog needs to pee.
I think she does. Guys, listen. I'm going to powder out because I'm going to go take care. What is going on? She's also going senile.
Gary, it's your show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're almost at the end of the show. You don't want to miss this weird ass moment of Sal that I got.
Oh.
Do I know you?
Do I know you?
Follow me.
I remember
when
when
they were
weird
friends.
audio thing, and I don't know, and I love it.
Yeah, it was very odd.
Very
And I was like,
sad.
is that intentional or did that just happen?
No, it was an accident, and it was perfect. So, just Sal, he just stopped time around him, and I love that.
Joe, as soon as we're off this, I have to talk to you about this because I feel lost.
All right. Well, the boys are busy. Everything's done. We've talked to go check out killcitycup.com if you want some more wrestling right now. You got to go check that out. They've been great to the well, you don't want that yet. You go to check. There's a potential sponsor. But anyway, so all right. Thanks for everybody being here. I can't talk anymore. Sal
See,
will
we're
be
all
there.
falling
in the
apart.
theater.
Get all, Gary. God damn it.
All right. We love you guys. Till next
Worst
week.
episode
Please
ever. And that was how fitting. How fitting.
enjoy your gravy cakes, everybody.